here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Mark the Hammer Coleman! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez!
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
So we get another look at Cain Velasquez here. He's only gone past the 234 mark of the second round 4 times in his pro career. You know about the cardio. Well, right, so he catches the kick there and beautifully counters with the takedown. So a nice job turning that defense into some immediate offense there.
He did a great job of turning his defense into his offense, but you can see that he's done that time and time again. He drilled that exact action. And
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Making all these shots count.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
This is a terrible position.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Coleman. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
Now he's going full mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. He passed the half guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. 30 seconds to go. Velasquez is back in full mount. 15 seconds remain in the round. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Round 2 next.
Take a drink. Deep breath. There you go. All right. I want you to do the same thing here.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun-shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because of the fear of getting taken down back to the mat again.
Head kick there, blocked by Velasquez. Well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing. Because to me, it seems like he doesn't want to put the effort out there tonight to try and secure takedowns. You take a lot of risk by not using your best skill, and you almost put your opponent on your level by being limited.
Well, maybe he can hear us. Bro, if you don't attempt to take down, DC's going to pull out his cellular telephone and start watching Collegiate Wrestling.
Oh.
So, change levels.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Velasquez is in half guard. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Boom.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round two.
Keep that guard tight. Close it up.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Nice positional control here. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
That was nice.
Close guard. Another ground and pound strike lands. Hammer fist here by Velasquez. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Great shot from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Velasquez going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Round three next.
The wrestling's looking great. We got 5 more minutes to victory. I need you to get in there and be all over it. You can do anything for 5 minutes. Let's put the pace on this.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third and final is underway. Velasquez gets hit by that leg kick. Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Oh, look at the combination of knees now. Back to the well with the knees here. Solid work again by Coleman. Oh, and he lands another knee there. He has executed that weapon perfectly all night long. He's landed several of them in this round. Really starting to do some damage with those knees. All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising now.
You know, you can't even worry about what that high leg kick does now. You have to worry about the dividends that it will pay as we go forward in this fight.
Oh, nice series of knees by him there. He throws those pretty quickly, champ.
They're fast, they're quick. He's driving them into the body, into the head. He's really good with them.
Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Coleman. Under 3 minutes now to go in this one. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Coleman. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's gonna allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're gonna have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
All right, here we go with the final minute of what has been unquestionably the fight of the night, back and forth on both sides, and referee has thought about stopping things. I'm glad he stayed out.
Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't put himself in this fight. We needed to see this one to completion, or as long as we have gotten to see the fight. There have been some bleak moments for both. Both of these guys are covered in blood. Both of these guys have been battered and bruised, but neither one of them lost the desire to fight. It's been so fun to watch. I cannot wait for this last minute. Well placed shot right to the swelling. Great job recognizing where he's hurt and going back to it. It looks like the official may need a call in the ringside physician.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Cain Velasquez.
Well, those who tried to bury Cain Velasquez, you've got to say that was a premature assessment after this performance here tonight. Massive victory for Cardi.